Stop right where you are. Freeze your body. Silence your thoughts. Close your eyes and transport yourself to the bustling, smoke-filled streets of New York City in the Roaring '20s. It is an era of immense wealth, towering skyscrapers, and secret societies. Amidst the chaos of the Jazz Age, in a quiet, elegant drawing room, sits a woman. She is not a banker, she is not a tycoon. Yet the wealthiest men and women of the city come to her, desperate for her secret. Her name is Florence Scovel Shinn. She holds no weapon, no contract, no gold coin in her hand. She holds something far more dangerous and far more powerful. She holds the Word. She looks at you now, across the span of a century, with eyes that see through your excuses. She tells you the first great secret of the master key. Your word is your wand. You have been led to believe that words are cheap. You have been told that talk is cheap, that words are merely sounds used to describe reality. This is the lie of the uninitiated. The truth, the Shinn Code, reveals that words do not describe reality. They create reality. Every time you speak, you are waving a magic wand over your life. You are casting a spell. When you say, "I am broke," you are legislating poverty. When you say, "I am sick," you are legislating disease. When you say, "I never get a lucky break," you are signing a decree that bans luck from your existence. This audiobook is not a collection of nice thoughts. It is a manual on verbal legislation. We are going to teach you how to govern your universe with the iron scepter of your tongue. We are going to strip away the careless, sloppy speech that has kept you in chains and replace it with the precision of a metaphysical lawyer. The universe is a listening machine. It has no sense of humor. It does not know when you are joking. It takes every word you speak as a direct command to the substance of the ether. You have been commanding chaos for years. You have been ordering disaster, lack, and limitation, and the universe has faithfully delivered exactly what you ordered. Today, the order changes. Today, you pick up the wand. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that man can change his conditions by changing his words. Any man who does not know the power of the word is behind the times. We are going to move you from the victim of circumstance to the master of the situation. You are about to learn the language of the gods. You are about to learn how to speak to the invisible supply and force it to become visible gold. You are about to learn how to clear the tracks of your destiny so that the train of abundance can arrive at your station. But first, you must make a vow. You must vow to watch your words with the vigilance of a hawk watching its prey. You must vow to never again let a word of lack, fear, or failure cross your lips. This is the price of admission to the world of the master. Are you ready to wield the wand? Are you ready to speak your empire into existence? The silence is waiting for your command. Affirmations of the wand. I possess a magic wand, and that wand is my word. I speak only that which I wish to see manifest in my life. I am the legislator of my own reality, and my decrees are law. I cancel every negative word I have ever spoken. They are now powerless. I command the invisible forces to align with my spoken will. Chapter 2. The Law of Decree and Demand. We move now into the mechanics of the law. The Bible says, "Thou shalt decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee." Job 22:28. Note the specific language. It does not say, "Thou shalt hope for a thing." It does not say, "Thou shalt beg for a thing." It says, "decree." What is a decree? A decree is an order issued by a legal authority. A king decrees. A judge decrees. A beggar asks. Most people approach the universe like beggars. They pray with a vibration of, "Please, I hope this happens." This vibration admits that they do not have it. It affirms lack. The universe reads the vibration of lack and gives you more lack. The Shinn Code requires you to shift from begging to demanding. This is not arrogance. This is spiritual confidence. It is the realization that the infinite storehouse belongs to you by divine right. You do not beg for your own money at the bank. You write a check. The check is a demand. Your word is the check. You must stop asking God for money and start claiming money from the infinite supply. When you say, "I demand my divine inheritance now," you are slamming a check onto the counter of the universal bank. You are alerting the tellers of the ether that you are ready to receive. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that there is a supply for every demand. The supply is already there. It existed before you asked. But it cannot reach you until you make the demand. The demand acts as a vacuum. It creates a suction that pulls the supply into the physical dimension. However, your demand must be specific. You cannot go to the bank and say, "Give me some money." They will ask, "How much?" You must be precise with the universe. I demand the perfect job. I demand the sum of $10,000 by the end of the month. I demand perfect health. And once you make the decree, you must not waver. You must stand by your decree even when the physical world shows you the opposite. This is the test of the master. The moment you say, "It isn't working," you have canceled the check. You have revoked the decree. You must learn to speak to your obstacles. If you have a mountain of debt, do not talk about the debt. Talk to the debt. Say, "I cast this burden on the Christ within, and I go free to be wealthy." Speak to your empty bank account. "I bless you, and I see you filled with gold." This chapter is about reclaiming your authority. You are not a pawn on the chessboard of life. You are the player. You move the pieces with your voice. Stop complaining about your life. Complaining is a decree of misery. It is ordering more of what you hate. Start commanding your life. Start issuing orders to the morning, to the night, to your business, and to your body. Affirmations of decree. I decree abundance, and it is established unto me. I do not beg. I claim what is rightfully mine. I write the check of my desire with the pen of my tongue. I am bold, fearless, and absolute in my demands upon the universe. I command the doors of opportunity to open before me. Chapter 3. The Alchemy of the Spoken Vibration. Science is only now catching up to what the mystics have known for thousands of years. Everything is vibration. Sound is not just something you hear, it is a force that shapes matter. In the study of cymatics, playing a specific tone into sand or water creates complex, geometric patterns. The sound organizes the chaos. Your voice is a frequency generator. When you speak, you are launching vibrational waves into the ether. These waves hit the formless substance of the universe and shape it into the pattern of your words. If your words are chaotic, fearful, and weak, you create a life that is chaotic, fearful, and weak. You are playing a dissonant chord, and the sand of your life is forming a mess. If your words are harmonious, powerful, and wealthy, you create a life of order and riches. You are playing a symphony. This is the alchemy of the spoken vibration. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that man's word is his wand filled with magic and power. This magic is physics. It is the manipulation of energy fields through acoustic resonance. You must understand that words have radioactive power. They do not just fade away after you speak them. They hang in your aura. They travel out into the world and find their match. Like attracts like. If you speak words of failure, you magnetize failure to you. You become a beacon for bad luck. If you speak words of success, you magnetize success. You become a beacon for gold. You must begin to treat your voice as a precision instrument. Do not use words loosely. Do not engage in idle gossip. Do not tell self-deprecating jokes. "I'm so clumsy. I'm always late. I'm terrible with money." Stop it. You are cursing yourself. You are putting a hex on your own financial future. Every time you say "I am," you are defining your reality. I am is the name of God. Whatever you attach to I am, you become. If you say "I am tired," you summon fatigue. If you say "I am rich," you summon wealth. The cells of your body listen to your voice. The dollars in the economy listen to your voice. You must learn to change your tone. It is not just the words. It is the energy behind them. You cannot say "I am wealthy" with a whiny, fearful voice and expect results. The vibration of fear cancels the word of wealth. You must speak with authority. You must speak with conviction. You must speak as if it is already done. Imagine your words are bricks. You are building a house. Would you use rotten bricks? No. Then why do you use rotten words? Build your mansion with words of gold, faith, and power. Affirmations of vibration. My voice is a creative force that shapes the universe. I vibrate at the frequency of infinite wealth. I cancel all discordant sounds and speak only harmony. I am careful with my I am, for it defines my existence. I send forth the word of gold, and it returns to me as gold. Chapter 4. The Clearing of the Subconscious Storehouse. We have spoken of the conscious mind, the captain, and the voice, the order. Now we must speak of the subconscious mind, the engine room. Florence Scovel Shinn described the subconscious as a faithful servant. It has no humor, it has no judgment, it simply obeys. Whatever you impress upon the subconscious, it will express in the physical world. The problem is that your subconscious is currently a haunted house. It is filled with the ghosts of the past. It is filled with the old records of poverty, fear, and limitation that were played to you by your parents, your teachers, and society. You are trying to build a skyscraper of wealth on a foundation of mud. You must perform the clearing. You must go into the storehouse of your mind and throw out the junk. How do you do this? By replacing the old records with new ones. The subconscious learns through two things: repetition and impact. You must bombard your subconscious with the new truth until the old lie is washed away. This is why we use affirmations. An affirmation is a software update for your mind. But you cannot just say it once. You must say it until it clicks. You must say it until you believe it. You must also clear the physical clutter to clear the mental clutter. Shinn was adamant about this. Order is heaven's first law. If your house is messy, your mind is messy. If your wallet is full of old receipts and trash, you are blocking the flow of new money. Clean your house. Clean your wallet. Create a vacuum. The subconscious loves order. It loves clarity. When you throw away an old, worn-out coat, you are telling your subconscious, I am done with poverty. I am making space for the new coat. This act of faith impresses the subconscious deeply. It signals that you trust the divine supply. You must watch for counter-suggestions. When you say, I am wealthy, your subconscious might whisper, no, you're not, you're broke. Do not fight the voice. Simply override it. Say, that is the old record. I am playing a new record now. Be persistent. The subconscious is stubborn, but it is obedient. If you persist, it will eventually yield. And when it yields, the floodgates open. Affirmations of the storehouse. I am cleaning the house of my mind. I release all old limiting beliefs. They have no power over me. I impress my subconscious with the images of success and plenty. I create order in my life to welcome the divine order of wealth. My subconscious is a faithful servant that produces gold for me. Chapter 5. The Square of Life. Wealth, health, love, expression. Many people pursue money at the expense of everything else. They get rich, but they get sick. They get rich, but they get divorced. They get rich, but they are miserable. This is not the Shinn Code. Florence Scovel Shinn taught the square of life. The square is a perfect shape. It represents balance. It represents stability. The four sides of the square are 1. Health, 2. Wealth, 3. Love, 4. Perfect self-expression. You cannot be truly successful if one side of the square is broken. If you have millions but you are dying of cancer, you are poor. If you have millions but no one to share it with, you are poor. If you have millions but you hate your job, you are poor. The law of the word must be used to build the entire square. You must not just decree money. You must decree the perfect plan. I demand the divine design of my life. The divine design includes all four sides. It creates a life of harmony. Many people are afraid to ask for it all. They think, I shouldn't be greedy. I'll just ask for money. This is false humility. The infinite supply is not limited. God does not run out of blessings. You can have the money and the health and the love. In fact, you must have them all to be a full expression of the divine. Perfect self-expression is often the missing link. This is your purpose. It is the work you were born to do. Shinn said, there is a place that you are to fill and no one else can fill, something you are to do which no one else can do. When you find this work, the money flows easily. It flows joyfully. You are not grinding, you are flowing. You must speak the word for the perfect square. I call on the divine design of my life. Let the square of life be built perfectly. Let me have the health to enjoy my wealth. Let me have the love to share my wealth. Let me do the work that brings me joy and wealth. Do not settle for a triangle. Do not settle for a line. Build the square. A square life is a fortress. It cannot be toppled. Affirmations of the square. I claim the four-square life. Health, wealth, love, and expression. I am balanced, harmonious, and complete. I do not sacrifice one blessing for another. I accept them all. I am in my perfect place, doing my perfect work, for perfect pay. I build my life on the solid foundation of divine balance. Chapter 6. The Breaking of the Old Records. Your mind is a phonograph. It plays the same records over and over again. I'm not good enough. Money is hard to make. Rich people are evil. These are the old records. They are scratched, warped, and they sound terrible. Yet, you play them every morning while you brush your teeth. You cannot hear the music of the spheres if you are playing the noise of the sewer. You must break the old records. How? By refusing to listen to them. When a negative thought starts playing, you must lift the needle immediately. Do not analyze the thought. Do not argue with it. That just keeps the record spinning. Simply stop and switch the record. You must have a new record ready to play. This is your go-to affirmation. When the thought of, I can't pay this bill, comes up, you immediately slap on the record. God is my unfailing supply, and large sums of money come to me quickly, under grace, in perfect ways. You drown out the old lie with the new truth. Shinn tells the story of a man who was always talking about his hard luck. He was playing the hard luck record. She told him to smash it, to stop telling his sad stories, to stop glorying in his misery. When he stopped speaking of his bad luck, his luck changed. You must stop being the historian of your own misery. Stop telling people how hard your childhood was. Stop telling people how you got ripped off. Every time you tell the story, you repress the record. You deepen the groove. Bury the past. It is dead. Focus entirely on the music you want to play now. This requires discipline. It requires mental toughness. You must be a DJ of your own mind. If the song is sad, change it. If the song is fearful, change it. Play the song of victory. Play the song of gold. Play it until the neighbors, your circumstances, start dancing to it. Affirmations of the record. I smash the old records of failure and lack. I refuse to listen to the song of poverty. I play only the music of victory and abundance. I am the DJ of my mind, selecting only high-vibration thoughts. I am writing a new song of success today. Chapter 7. The Casting of the Burden. We come now to the paradox of power. To get what you want, you must stop trying so hard. You must learn the casting of the burden. Many people are carrying a heavy load of worry. They are trying to make it happen. They are straining, struggling, and forcing. This creates resistance. It blocks the flow. It is like trying to open a door by pushing on the hinges. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that the superconscious mind, the God mind, works best when the conscious mind lets go. She used the phrase, cast the burden on the Christ within and go free. Whatever you call this power, the universe, the source, the quantum field, it has broader shoulders than you. If you have a financial problem that seems impossible, you are carrying the burden. You are looking at it, analyzing it, and worrying about it. You are blocking the solution. You must cast it. Say, I cast this burden of debt on the infinite intelligence, and I go free to have plenty. Once you cast the burden, you must act as if it is gone. You cannot cast it and then pick it back up 5 minutes later. If you are still worrying, you haven't cast it. You must reach a state of careless indifference. This doesn't mean you don't care about the result. It means you don't care about the problem because you know it is being solved. This is the lightness of being. When you are light, you float. You rise to the top. When you are heavy with worry, you sink. Wealth is high frequency. Worry is low frequency. To attract wealth, you must be light. Imagine you are holding a heavy stone. That is your money problem. Now, visualize yourself throwing that stone into a deep ocean. It is gone. The ocean has swallowed it. Now walk away. Whistle a tune. Be happy. In that space of relief, the solution will appear. The phone will ring. The check will come. The battle is not yours. It is the universe's. Stand still and see the salvation. Affirmations of the burden. I cast every burden upon the infinite intelligence. I am light, free, and unencumbered by worry. I refuse to carry what the universe has agreed to carry for me. I trust the superconscious mind to solve my problems. I walk in the freedom of divine relief. Chapter 8. The Law of Non-Resistance. Resist not evil. This is one of the most misunderstood laws in the world. It does not mean let people walk all over you. It means do not give energy to the negative. What you resist persists. When you fight poverty, you are focusing on poverty. You are feeding it your energy. You are making it stronger. When you fight your enemies, you are entangled with them. The Shinn Code teaches the law of non-resistance. Water is the most powerful element because it is non-resistant. It flows around the rock. It does not fight the rock, it erodes it or it bypasses it. You must be like water. If you have a bill you can't pay, do not hate the bill. Do not fear the bill. Agree with it. Yes, this bill exists. And then look past it. Look at the supply. I bless this bill, and I bless the money that is on its way to pay it. By removing the resistance, fear, hate, you remove the dam. The money can flow. If someone is attacking you or blocking your success, do not fight them. Bless them. I bless him and wish him well. This sounds counterintuitive. Why bless an enemy? Because blessing them puts you on a higher frequency. It makes you untouchable. If you hate them, you are on their level. If you bless them, you are above them. Often, when you bless a difficult person, they either change or they fade out of your life completely. Non-resistance is the ultimate martial art of the mind. You use the opponent's energy against them by not being there to receive the blow. You step aside. You stay focused on your goal. Nothing can disturb the calm peace of your soul. And in that peace, wealth grows. Wealth does not grow in a war zone. Peace is the soil of prosperity. Affirmations of non-resistance. I do not resist evil. I overcome it with good. I flow like water around every obstacle. I bless my enemies and rob them of their power to hurt me. I am undisturbed by the chaos of the world. I maintain my peace, for it is the container of my power. Chapter 9. The Divine Design of Money. There is a divine design for your life. It is a blueprint drawn by the master architect. In this blueprint, you are not poor. You are not struggling. You are wealthy, healthy, and happy. The only reason you are not living this life is that you have drawn your own doodles over the blueprint. You have drawn fear and limitation. You must ask for the divine design. I demand the divine design of my life to manifest now. This design includes the divine design of money. There is a specific amount of money, a specific career, a specific level of abundance that belongs to you. It fits you perfectly. It does not bring stress. It brings joy. Man often forces his way into a career he hates because it pays well. That is not the divine design. That is the human will. The divine design pays well and brings joy. It is the intersection of passion and profit. You must command the doodles to be erased. I release the life I planned so that the life that is waiting for me can arrive. This requires surrender. You might have to give up your small plans to get the big plan. You might think you want a cottage, but the divine design has a palace for you. Do not limit the architect. Money is part of the spiritual path. It is God in action. It allows you to express, to give, to create. Do not separate your spiritual life from your financial life. They are one. Your bank account is a reflection of your spiritual understanding of supply. Align with the design. Let the perfect pattern unfold. It is far grander than anything you can imagine with your limited intellect. Affirmations of design. I call forth the divine design of my life. I erase all human limitations and accept God's plan. I am destined for wealth, health, and happiness. I allow the perfect pattern to manifest in my affairs. I am in the right place, at the right time, doing the right thing. Chapter 10. The Magic Purse of the Spirit. Imagine a purse that never empties. As soon as you take a coin out, another one appears. This is the magic purse of the Spirit. It is the realization that the source is inexhaustible. Most people look at their visible supply, their salary, their savings, and think, this is all there is. This is the visible purse. It can be emptied. The master looks at the invisible supply. The invisible supply is the etheric bank account. It is the imagination of God. It is infinite. You must learn to live from the magic purse. This means spending without fear. This means giving without regret. It means knowing that money is just a symbol of an endless energy. Shinn taught the affirmation, I have a magic purse of the Spirit. It can never be depleted. As money goes out, money comes in. This changes your relationship with spending. Spending becomes a game of circulation, not a loss of resource. When you spend money, see it as priming the pump. You are putting water in to get more water out. You are never losing money. You are just sending it out on a mission to bring back friends. Do not worship the money. Worship the source. If you worship the money, you are a slave to the coin. If you worship the source, the money serves you. The magic purse is available to everyone, but only those with faith can open it. The combination lock is faith and the word. Speak to your purse. Swell. See it full. Feel it heavy. Never look at an empty wallet and say, I am broke. Look at it and say, the vacuum is about to be filled. Affirmations of the purse. I possess the magic purse of the Spirit. It is never empty. I spend with confidence knowing my supply is endless. I look to the invisible source, not the visible lack. Money is a symbol of God's inexhaustible love. I am always supplied, always supported, always rich. Chapter 11. The Fearless Faith of the Gambler. Life is a gamble. Every time you get out of bed, you are taking a risk. But there is a difference between a foolish gambler and a spiritual gambler. The foolish gambler hopes for luck. The spiritual gambler knows the laws. He bets on God. He bets on the law. Florence Scovel Shinn often spoke of acting as if. This requires the nerve of a gambler. You must put your chips on the table before the cards are turned. You must buy the dress for the party you haven't been invited to yet. You must prepare the room for the child you haven't conceived yet. You must organize your desk for the business you haven't started yet. This is active faith. Passive faith sits and waits. Active faith prepares. Prepare you the way of the Lord. If you ask for wealth but you don't prepare for it, you don't really believe it's coming. If you ask for a Cadillac, would you build a garage? If you haven't built the garage, you don't believe the Cadillac is coming. Show the universe your chips. I am betting on myself. I am betting on the law. When you take a bold step, when you spend the money, make the call, quit the job, you are forcing the universe to respond. You are calling the bluff of fear. The universe loves courage. It loves the bold player. Fortune favors the brave. Be reckless in your trust. Throw your fear to the wind. Stand on the edge of the cliff and jump, knowing that you will either fly or the ground will rise to meet you. This is the thrill of the Shinn Code. It turns life into a glorious adventure. Affirmations of the Gambler. I am a fearless player in the game of life. I bet on the law, and I always win. I prepare for my good before it arrives. I act with boldness, courage, and certainty. I know that the universe covers my bets. Chapter 12. The Karma of Words. Karma is Sanskrit for comeback. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. This applies to seeds, but it applies even more to words. Your words are boomerangs. If you throw out a word of criticism, it loops around the universe and hits you in the back of the head. If you throw out a word of blessing, it loops around and brings a gift to your door. You must be terrified of speaking evil of others, not because of morality, but because of self-preservation. When you gossip about someone's financial failure, you are inviting financial failure into your own life. You are vibrating at the frequency of failure. And when you criticize a rich person, he's a crook, he's greedy, you are putting up a wall between you and wealth. You are telling your subconscious that rich equals bad. Your subconscious will then protect you from becoming rich. You must bless the rich. I bless his wealth, and I claim a share of it for myself. This breaks the curse of envy. Envy is just admiration turned sour. Turn it back into admiration. Watch your words about yourself. The karma of the joke. I'm such a loser. Ha ha. The universe doesn't hear the ha ha ha. It hears I am a loser. And it delivers the karma of a loser. Stop cursing yourself with humor. Your life is not a joke. It is a divine decree. Send out only what you want to get back. Send out praise. Send out encouragement. Send out faith. It will return to you multiplied. If you want money, give money or speak wealth. If you want love, give love or speak love. You are the boomerang thrower. Throw well. Affirmations of karma. I send out only words of blessing and healing. I know that my words return to me multiplied. I bless the wealthy and attract wealth to myself. I am careful to sow only seeds of success. I reap a harvest of gold from my golden words. Chapter 13. The intuition, the voice of gold. How do you know what to do? How do you know which investment to make? You use your intuition. Shinn called this the divinity within. It is the telephone line to the infinite. Intuition is the voice of gold. It does not speak in logic. It speaks in hunches. Go down this street. Call this person. Buy this book. These hunches often make no logical sense. The rational mind says, that's stupid. The master obeys the hunch. The hunch is the shortcut. The rational mind takes the stairs. The intuition takes the elevator. Many fortunes have been made on a single hunch. But you must be listening, and you must be obedient. If you get a hunch and you ignore it, the signal fades. The universe stops calling. If you act on it, the signal gets stronger. You must distinguish between hunch, intuition, and fear, desire. Fear feels frantic. Desire feels grasping. Intuition feels calm. It feels like a quiet yes. It feels like a click. This is the way. Train your intuition. Start with small things. What should I wear today? Which way should I drive to work? Listen for the answer. Follow it. See what happens. As you build trust, you can use it for big things. Which stock should I buy? Which partner should I choose? The intuition is your navigational computer. You are flying blind in the fog of the material world. The intuition sees the radar. Trust the instruments. Follow the voice of gold. Affirmations of intuition. I listen to the still, small voice of guidance. I trust my hunches. They are leads to gold. I am always in the right place at the right time. I obey the divine direction instantly. My intuition is the whisper of the infinite. Chapter 14. The stand at the Red Sea. There will come a time when you face a wall. You have done the work. You have spoken the word. But the money hasn't come. The debt is due tomorrow. The enemy is closing in. This is your Red Sea moment. Pharaoh's army is behind you. The ocean is in front of you. There is no way out. Panic sets in. It didn't work. I'm doomed. This is the final test. This is where the master is separated from the novice. The master knows the command. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. Stand still does not mean do nothing. It means stand firm in your faith. Do not waver. Do not compromise. Do not collapse. Maintain the vibration of the decree. I have decreed wealth, and wealth must appear. Often, the wall opens at the very last second. The check arrives in the afternoon mail on the day it is due. The solution appears at 11:59. Why? To test your trust. To stretch your faith capacity. If you run, you drown. If you fight, you die. If you stand, the waters part. You must be willing to stand in the face of impossible odds and declare victory. This is the lion's roar of the spirit. I refuse to accept defeat. There is a way, and it is opening now. Do not look at the waves, look at the goal. Keep your eyes fixed on the promised land, the solution. The Red Sea will part. It has to. The law of the word is stronger than the laws of matter. Hold your ground. Raise your wand. Command the sea. Affirmations of the stand. I stand still and watch the universe deliver me. I am unmoved by the appearance of danger. I know that every wall is a door waiting to open. I hold my ground in the face of impossible odds. The waters part at my command. Chapter 15. The final word of power. We reach the end of the manual. You have the wand. You have the law. You have the map. Now you must speak the final word. That word is I am. You are not a beggar in this universe. You are a co-creator. You are the point where the infinite becomes the finite. You are the word made flesh. Your life is a book. You are the author. The pen is your tongue. What will you write? Will you write a tragedy, a comedy, a tale of struggle? Or will you write an epic of triumph, of gold, of love, of magic? The ink is wet. The page is blank. Stop looking at the past pages. They are written. Look at the blank page of today. Write success. Write victory. Write freedom. You have the master key. The key is consistency. Do not use the law today and forget it tomorrow. Make it your lifestyle. Make it your breath. Walk through the world with the secret smile of the magician. You know that behind the scenes, the machinery of the universe is moving at your command. Go forth, speak, decree, demand. The world is waiting for your voice. The genie is out of the bottle. Your wish is the law. Final affirmations of the master. I am the master of my spoken word. I am the architect of my destiny. I am wealth, health, and love manifest. I speak, and it is done. The word is my wand.